What do you get when you mix jobs, trivia, and a pair of podcast hosts ready for a challenge? That's right, it's game time. Get ready to join the fun on this episode of Career Chats with Katie and Robin. Katie, it's Friday. Do you want to play a game?
Hey, Robin, where was the Hey, Katie?
I wanted to mix it up.
Oh, that didn't feel right.
So as you know, I have a kid who's an incredible artist. And so I've been researching different career options in the visual arts industry. And now you get to reap all of that time and effort as I'm going to throw some trivia questions your way to see how much you know about the industry.
Oh, trivia questions?
Trivia.
This might not be good.
I'm going to start with an easy one, and then we'll work up to some harder questions. Here we go. Question 1. Which art-related career often requires a portfolio showcasing a variety of artistic work as part of the job application process?
Do I get choices?
No.
Are you serious? All of them?
I was trying to trick you like you always trick me. Yeah, I don't know if it's all of them, but probably, right? So you could have said pretty much anything and you would have been right. That's what makes it easy.
Okay.
So for example, if you're a photographer, a graphic designer, an illustrator, basically any type of artist, and then even other professions like makeup artists, architects, writers, marketing professionals, choreographers. Portfolios today are such an important part of the application process. And so I wanted to put this question out there as just a reminder to people that you may not have the best grades or the best test scores, but depending on the field you're going into, a fantastic portfolio is going to do the heavy lifting.
Right. It shows the experience and expertise that you have.
Exactly. If you can show your work versus just telling them with a cover letter or a resume, it's going to just go a lot further. So show what you know, get that portfolio going. And if you're still like in high school, that's the best time to start putting it all together.
Yeah. Show what you know.
All right. Good job. Okay. Question 2, and you will get some choices this time. Which of the following art-related degrees typically require more than a bachelor's degree?
More?
Yep. A, graphic designer. B, animators. C, museum curator. Or D, illustrator.
Oh, gosh. I'm just going to go with museum curator just because I know 2 of them and they have master's degrees, but I don't know if it was required.
Oh, but you are so right, Katie.
Am I?
Yes. So most museums require curators to have a master's degree in an appropriate discipline of the museum's specialty, art, history, science, or archaeology, or in museum studies. And some employers prefer that curators have a doctoral degree, particularly for positions in natural history or science museums.
Okay, that tracks. Okay, I can accept all that.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, question 3. Which art-related profession is known for working with art collectors and dealers to authenticate artworks and assess their value?
Oh, what is that called? Appraisers.
I was going to do the Jeopardy theme song, and you came in with the answer before I could.
I was just blanking on the word for a hot second.
Season 2, I'm going to get much harder questions for you. I'm going to trick you the way you always try to trick me.
I'm here for it.
Way too nice. I only have one more question.
Oh, this was so fun. Keep it going.
Short and sweet episode. That's the way I am. You know it.
I love it, though.
All right. Question number 4. The art industry includes so many diverse jobs these days. You don't just have to be a painter or a sculptor. And there's one job that stood out to me, probably because my kids love gaming as well as art, and that is a video game artist. There's lots of types of video game artists. You could be a concept artist who specializes in creating the visual design of the game. There are character artists, environment artists, prop artists, technical artists, animation artists, visual effects, and then even artists who specialize in the user experience who create the menus, buttons, and icons for the game. Lots of specialties within this field. So my question for you, Katie, is this. What do you think the median salary is for a video game artist?
Ooh, baby. I'm going to say in between 55 and 65,000.
That's a pretty good guess. Like we all hear the starving artist trope a lot, right?
Is it higher?
Oh, it is higher.
Oh, I love this.
So according to ZipRecruiter, the national average is over 112,000 a year.
Really?
Bam!
Okay, but I feel like you're probably living in California for most of these jobs.
And that's why I think the medium is probably reflected in that, because you're not in rural Kentucky,
right,
being a video game artist, right? You're going to have to move to a city that has a company that's doing this work,
where they're producing these. Yeah.
And so there's a good chance that the cost of living is higher, but that's
good.
I was a dancer, so I heard the same thing. You're just going to be starving and on the street. But the arts really provide you with some skills that can be incorporated into so many industries. But the industry itself, the arts, everything we look at, the beautiful design in our houses, the products we buy, we want them to be pretty. We want them to be aesthetically pleasing. So there are so many options out there for artists who maybe think that they don't have what it takes to be like a fine artist who has work in a museum.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you can't be creating art and making a good salary.
You know what I always think about too, since you mentioned the video games specifically, and this is artist adjacent because I'm going to talk about music, but I always think about the people who get to play the music scores for games and movies, like the symphonies that get to play these scores. Like that just fascinates me. I would love to know more about it.
Okay, go find someone for our list.
I know, but like that's kind of like artist adjacent. If you're into music, there's really some cool ways to be involved.
Yeah, I think in all the arts, from dancing, music, visual, theater, there are ways to use those skills and still make a living. You don't have to be starving for your work, which I think is an important reminder.
Yeah.
Well, once again, you did well. You didn't get that last question, so boo, hiss.
75% or how many questions you asked me? I got 3 out of 4.
That's right. So really, you didn't do great, Katie. Sorry, try again.
Thanks, Robin. That was so fun, though. I liked the trivia more than I thought. I was nervous at first.
Yeah, well, I like to keep it easy. Good job, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Career Chats is hosted by Katie Huddleston and Robin Coney. Show notes and guest info can be found on our website, careerchats.show. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd love you to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. Until next time, stay curious.